All right, this is a recording on the first part of the Unit 1 review for sets, functions, and probability. The first section that we're going to talk about is proportionality and unit rate. So the first question of the review says, Mason drives her car 150 miles in 3 hours. Find the unit rate. So we obviously know that our unit rate is going to be miles per hour. So we're going to do miles divided by hours. So in the word problem, I see we have 150 miles over 3 hours. So when you divide 150 divided by 3, we get 50 miles per hour. So that is our unit rate. Okay, moving on. We've got Priscilla bought 4 bottles of juice for $9. Select all options where the juice has the same price per bottle as juice A. So first we're going to figure out the unit rate for juice A. So it was $9 for 4 bottles. So if you do 9 divided by 4, you get 2.25. So $2.25 per bottle. So then we're going to continue down and check each of these. So for juice B, we're going to do 18 divided by 8. And you get 2.25. So that matches juice A. So that is one option. And then we do 10 divided by 4. And we get 250. So that is not an option. 11.25 divided by 5. And you get $2.25. So this is the same as juice A. So juice D has the same unit rate. And then juice E, $9 divided by 6 cans, which is $1.50. So that is not an option. So juice B and juice D have the same unit rate as juice A. Okay, going on to the next problem. It says determine the cost per ounce for each box of cereal, then order them from least to greatest based on their cost per ounce. So we need to find the unit rate for each box. So we have a 16-ounce box for $4.08. So we're going to do $4.08 divided by 16 because we want the cost per ounce. And we get 0.255 per ounce. So about 26 cents per ounce. The next one we're going to do is $4.50 divided by 18. Again, we want cost per ounce for the Cocoa Crisps, and that is 0.25. So 25 cents per ounce. Then we've got number 3, the Golden Crisps. We've got $5.39 for 22 ounces. So $5.39 divided by 22 is 0.245 per ounce. And then last but not least, Fruit Loops are $5.88 for 23 ounces, which gives me 0.2556. So that's most expensive. So writing these from least to greatest, the lowest is Golden Crisp. Then the next highest would be Cocoa Crispies, with 25 cents. Then comes Frosted Flakes. And then last but not least is the Fruit Loops. So those are unit rate problems. Continuing on with this proportionality constant concept, or the unit rate concept, we're going to do this next part. It says sketch a graph that represents a proportional relationship in blue. So reminding you again, proportional relationships need to be linear and they need to go through the origin, or 0, 0. So in order to do a linear through the origin, just going to create a line, straight line. I'm going to sketch it as best I can through that origin. So there is a proportional relationship. Now, it says in red, create something that's not proportional. So basically anything that doesn't go through 0, 0 and isn't a straight line is an option. So you could have a line that doesn't go through 0, 0. You could have something that goes through 0, 0 but isn't a line. Anything that isn't like the blue proportional relationship would be a non-proportional relationship. So again, in this box here, it says explain how a graph represents a proportional relationship. It's a straight line, and it goes through the origin, or 0, 0. So that would be my answer there. Last part of the ratios and proportionality review, it's 3 parts. So the first thing we need to do is determine our proportionality constant. So always when we're doing this, we're going to do y divided by x. And that's going to give me my k value. So y divided by x is my k value. So for each of these rows, I'm going to do y divided by x. So 7 divided by 2, 14 divided by 4, 21 divided by 6, 28 divided by 8, 35 divided by 10. And for each one of these, you're going to get the answer 3.5. So if you type these all in and start to work through it, you will notice the answer is consistently 3.5. So that value is my proportionality constant, or also known as K. Then it asks us to write an equation to represent this situation. Remember, y equals kx. So we're going to do y equals 3.5x. It's always y equals kx. There's not a number added to it for proportionality. And then part C, it asks us to determine how many beads are needed for 26 necklaces. So our x value, number of necklaces, is 26. And we know the equation from up above. So we're going to plug 26 in for x and simplify. So 3.5 times 26 gives me 91. So we need 91 beads to make 26 necklaces. And that is it for the portion of the review that is on unit rate and proportionality.